I'm sitting in the car making a YouTube video.
Okay. And are you seeing this during the daytime or nighttime?
The sun is about to go down.
Twilight period. Very balanced period. Now, very similar to how you saw that, it's going to be how you see what comes next. The only difference is you want to now add an aspect of the inner child to this. In essence, we can do this by imagining or envisioning something a child would imagine or envision. So, at this moment, I want you to simply imagine or envision a pink elephant. Now, this elephant can be animated. This elephant can be made out of clay. This elephant can be digital. This elephant can be real. There's no rules. There's no wrongs or rights when it comes to your subconscious. It's just an is.
Okay, I got it.
Perfect. Now, if we focus all your attention on our elephant, you'll notice that this elephant is very expressive. It's a dancing, moving, grooving elephant. And this elephant might hit you with a little cha-cha. This elephant might hit you with a little zumba. This elephant might mess around and hit you with the Michael Jackson move, Smooth Criminal Crush on mental plane. If you see any of those movements, any of those gyrations, I want you to say, I got it.
Yeah, I had it when you first started.
All right, perfect. Now I want you to allow your elephant to go somewhere and for your elephant to do something. Now your elephant can literally go anywhere, it can literally do anything, but it must go somewhere and it must do something. Tell me where it goes, tell me what it does.
Alright, it's trying to help me push the rock back.
Push the what one more time?
The rock back.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm outside a post office. I'm 8 years old. The elephant was sitting on the step trying to tell me to get the rock. So I'm trying to find out how to take the rock home. The elephant gets up and it starts pushing the rock with its nose. This, whatever I think, the nose.
Okay. And do you remember this post office from your childhood?
Yes.
Okay. And what was significant about this childhood that you could probably identify or comes to mind at this moment?
The rock.
Okay. And is it a large rock?
Yeah, I was 8 years old and it was half my size, but I had to get it home.
Why?
I don't know.
Who wanted you to do this?
I don't know. I was with my girlfriend. We was walking around the neighborhood. We walked past the post office. The rock was there. It was shining. I said, I gotta take this rock. This is actually
it. You told you gotta get it.
Yeah, this actually happened.
I believe it. I know. It's what I'm asking you.
So I found a crate at the post office, right? A milk carton. The milk carton crate. And we managed to turn the crate on the side, and both of us at 8 years old pushed the rock into the crate and flipped it back over. And we tied our rope around it, and both of us pulled. For 6 blocks, we pulled this rock. So my parents couldn't understand why it was so important to me, so they kept it for 30 years.
They kept the rock for 30 years?
30 years in 4 different houses.
What the hell? So where's the rock now?
My mom, she grows. She's a earth witch. She doesn't know, but she grows everything. She can grow anything quickly. She grows. So she had a garden, and then the house next door to her was abandoned, and she had turned it into a jungle, a garden. And somebody recently, a couple of years ago, they bought it to make a rooming house. And when they did that, they demolished it. So when they demolished it with their trucks, they pulled my rock up. So my rock is gone now. But my mom kept that rock for 30 years, and she was scared to death to tell me that they took the rock.
Well, then I want you to ask this elephant, is he familiar with this rock?
He said, I don't know. It's important to you.
Ah, okay. So
But
he
that's
doesn't quite understand the rock, but he understands that this was something within your mental state that clearly is still holding on to you. Now, before we move forward, I want you to tell me, were you seeing this rock during the daytime or nighttime? I mean, the scene with this rock. Were you seeing it during the daytime or nighttime? Going to the post office, that whole process.
yeah. This was daytime. I'm looking at it right now, and it's still the daytime. So yeah.
All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to send the energy of thanks and appreciation up to the sun, up to the center of you, out. And I want you to give thanks and appreciation to this sun. And I want you to tell me how you feel when you do this.
Like I do when I commune with Ra every day in the sun.
All right, perfect. So this isn't a new relationship for you, and that's beautiful because many people do not have the proper relationships with certain things. So it's very important for us to make sure we have the right relationship with these things moving forward. Now,
I hear my husband. So what do I do? Tell him to shut up, or he need to be quiet?
Just because we didn't go too deep yet, but maybe just let him know what's up, and we need about 50 minutes of quiet time. You tell him you have someone helping you go through a meditation.
Augustus. Can you please shut the door, please? I'm trying to do a meditation. I can hear you talking on the phone, and I'm in the middle of going under.
They don't know. They men. They ain't me.
This shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All the work I'm doing.
I know, but this shows you how important you are. This shows you that you're not one to just be ignored. Last these motherfuckers is being ignored. I want you to know that. You're not. So be happy that you're being acknowledged for all that you have done. And even if it's from dark forces, who gives a fuck? They're still acknowledging it.
You're right.
By putting all this effort to keep me away from me. You can't keep me from it. And I'm patient. You're going to get this regardless. So don't worry. So what we're going to do is simply take a nice deep breath again and just see that image again of us moving this rock.
Oh, wow. You're there now. Wow. So you're there now, the elephant and Ra.
Yes. All right. Now,
okay.
What we're going to do is we're going to acknowledge our elephant. Because we're not going to just sit and go through life and allowing things to either assist or help us, and then we don't give it the proper acknowledgement for that help, for that assistance. Hell no. We are not those individuals. We are going to give thanks for this elephant presenting itself, for this elephant showing itself. We're giving thanks and appreciation towards this elephant. And I want you to tell me how the elephant feels when you do this.
He's laughing. He said that we always here helping you push it. That's how y'all got it. And I was like, yo, because my dad looked at me like I was crazy. Like, how the hell did you get this rock here? It was impossible for two little girls to get a rock that size home. So now the elephant, I see you, the elephant, and I see Ra. So it's showing it to me like a spirit team, and all of y'all was pushing it with us.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the same thing we're doing now.
Okay.
We're about to push you to your formation. Remember, a rock represents formation. It represents a solid stability. It represents consistency. It represents being unbothered, unmoved. These are all attributes we needed you to understand at an early age.
Damn it, 8.
Guess what? You're doing it.
Right.
You're doing it. Now, I want you to discover something that you brought with you on this journey. And it's what I call the God or Goddess spark. And what it is a loving, caring, commanding, compassionate beam or beam of light that dwells right there within the center of you. And this loving, caring, commanding, compassionate light is yours. If you can see it, if you can feel it, I want you to say, I got it.
Okay, you saying a light? Because what I'm saying is the justice scale.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's what I see in the middle of my chest.
Yes. And that scale has the ability to balance the energy within you. And at this moment, I want you to balance the energy within you through all of you. I want you to actually allow that light to resonate through all of your body. And I want you to grow that light throughout your cells, throughout your organs, throughout your body. And then I want you to specifically make that light go to your hands. And when your hands is illuminated with this light, I want you to say, I got it.
I got it.
All right? Now, I want you to use your illuminated hands, and I want you to talk to this rock. And I want you to say, I am here. Illuminate your hands, touch this rock, tell this rock, I am here. And see how it reacts. See how it responds.
It says, so am I, and it's on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I understand that to be, it was making sure that I remembered to dig for these crystals. So I'm a rock hounder. I mine crystals with my husband. So the rock is telling me I needed you to remember us. So we're here on the table. We're here. So I'm here with the rock still, even though it was taken away from me, but they're still here with me because they're all the same, on the same
right
rhythm.
It's a spirit.
Okay.
And that's what we're now going to ask. If the spirit directly connected to the rock, or spirits directly connected to this rock, directly connected to those crystals, if any of these spirits want to manifest themselves forward now, this is their opportunity to do so. And let's see if anything presents itself.
The rock I found had kids inside of it. That's all I got. It was us. It was all of us. That's what he said. All of us. And they started laughing like kids. Okay.
And could these kids have been your children in your past?
Damn. Selenite, orange calcite. When I got this damn orange calcite, oh my God, Q. When I got this orange calcite 3 years ago, I wouldn't interact with my kids or my husband for 7 days. I could not be separated from this crystal. And I stayed in the bed with it and I would cry and I was like, oh my God, why? Why am I feeling like this for a crystal? This is so weird because I didn't feel like that with the other crystals. And my husband did some research and found out that's where the dolphins' flesh went when they died, and it laid on top of the crystals in the ocean. And I was like, oh, but when you said my possible children, I know I'm a dolphin. So maybe my kid's soul went into that particular crystal that I got back. And I got my kids back. Damn. That's why I look at these damn people mining these crystals and I be ready to kill them damn white people. Oh my God. I feel like they're stealing from me.
Okay, so are you ready for this?
What the
But
fuck?
that's not the only way that they're taking from you.
What?
So there was a time that you were in a place that many will refer to as Atlantis. And there was a disruption amongst the creatures of Atlantis. And in this disruption, it caused a conflict or a ripple amongst whales and dolphins. And it is said that some of the male priests of Atlantis became dolphins, while then some of the female priestess kind of became, whales, I'm sorry, some of the males became whales became males, and the females became dolphina or dolphins. And this is said to be in your Atlantean self. Now, there's still a war in Asia to attack these dolphins. So there's still complications that many are dealing with when it comes to saving your Atlantean children. And when they used to mine the crystals, well, they're using these crystals for their own nefarious purposes. But what they used to do with this whale oil is crazy. And these are your children as well. You know, women realize that these dolphins or these males are still part of themselves. So what happened is these dolphins banded together, start communicating with humans, and they have. But certain humans know the importance of these dolphins on this planet, but then there's other humans who have used the whales for their advantage. So whale oil was how they illuminated our world for a long time. We didn't really get to see without the whale oil used for candles. So they even used our ancient ancestors so that they can see. So yeah, there's an attack on us or our old Atlantean selves for a long time. But rocks move slow. So I want you to think of it like this. All right? Imagine if you are a spirit, and you are a spirit trying to get the attention of a soul, and you are the one who holds this soul. The tree does not have a soul. The crystals do not have a soul. I want you to understand a soul is a map. All right? They don't have a map. They have a program, meaning that the tree knows its program. The crystal knows its program, but they don't move. If you don't move, then you are not a map. Someone is moving you. So that's another situation. The only time trees used to move is when they get connected with water, and then the water will move them, get it float. But they don't move by themselves. Therefore, they don't have a map within themselves. Nevertheless, this is my point. If you were a spirit that was trying to connect with a human soul, I gotta enter something that moves slow. Because if I enter something that moves fast, I won't last. Get it? I need to last. I need to be able to engage or interact with you. So how do I last? How do I get to engage or interact with you? Well, I need to place myself inside of an object that moves slow. Get it? And this is what these spirits have to do. They got to be creative. They got to be inventive damn near when it comes to us. Because we have the tendency to not stretch our brains to the capacity that it can go to. So yeah, I want you to ask these spirits, how long have they been trying to engage or reconnect with you?
Yeah, always.
And how do they view you? What title or position would they view or give you?
Well, I don't need that. I already the mushrooms are okay. So they're laughing, and because the mushrooms told me the first time I went under the mushrooms, I found out I was a dolphin. We were having a meeting, and they said it has to be you. It's only you. You're the highest. You have to go out and stop them because the green sloth is going to come and it's going to destroy the planet. So I remember being a dolphin and literally walking out of the ocean onto America as a Native American. I don't remember being born as a human. In this particular cycle, I was one dolphin who walked into a human. I don't know what that means.
Sure. Let me tell you.
Please do. Please
Okay.
translate.
So, the first original people on this planet were considered indigenous. The ones that came after the indigenous would be considered the African, and then after the African was the Asian, and then of course you get the Afro-Asiatic people, which would be considered Atlanteans, that then kind of created Celtics and the next races that come after that, Mongols, stuff like that. My point is the very first species to ever be created on this planet wasn't created to have a soul. Meaning that it wasn't created to have purpose, individual purpose. Meaning that these people were part of a collective. So imagine the people on this planet were like a robot, and that you were able to possess or control the robot. You as an animal, and you would enter in this body so that you can do certain things that you as a dolphin could not. But that wasn't your true form. Your true form was this dolphin. But what happened is, as we kept transforming, anamorphing into these different constructs, there started being wars or experiences. That's a better word for it. There started being experiences that got us stuck. So certain experiences were pain. You say you went through pain as this human. You created a village and it gets burned. Say you fell in love. I mean, any of this stuff can keep you on the surface. Now, I want you to remember the Little Mermaid. Well, you have a certain amount of time to stay on the surface before you get stuck there.
Yeah, that's what my husband keeps saying, the Little Mermaid to me, the Little Mermaid. He said the reason why I can't swim and I don't like the water is because I had to completely disconnect myself from the ocean so I wouldn't get distracted and try to go back home and I will continue my mission. I wonder if that's true.
No, that's very true. That's the same thing that I am perceiving within this as well. And moreover, that some of the emotions that you've experienced during that time is not something that you're probably prepared for or ready for at this moment. It's not always the most positive experience, realizing some of the pain that yesterday has brought in. So swimming could activate, let's say, a time that your island drowned, and that you might have drowned with your island.
Well, I do have that. I have that past life memory where I have drowned several times, and then I came out of it, and I was walking on top of the ocean with the dolphin swimming beside me. I had that dream every day of my life from 8 years old to 12, so I know that was a past life memory. It's just and then I keep getting killed in water. Like, I keep getting killed in water. There's so many lives that I've remembered, and I keep getting killed in water.
That's what I'm trying to have us discover today. What is trying to be your opposition in this? There is something that does not want your success in this. There is something that is trying its best to prevent you from exploring your successful subconscious. So there's something within this space that I'll say is acting kind of like a hater, kind of acting dismissive when it comes to you. And we are curious on who and what this may be. We're actually going to ask if there are any entities or energies connected with you that is dealing with some issues or complications when it comes to you. Well, this is their opportunity to present themselves. This is their opportunity to be heard. This is their opportunity to be seen. Now, often enough to these energies get the opportunity to be heard. No?
No, this is the same thing I was doing. I said, look, I don't have time for this. If you have something to say it. And I see the people sitting here. I see it's two particular ones, but they won't say shit. They ain't saying nothing.
They won't say shit to you. They're going to say something to me.
Well, you handle. It's this bitch in the front. I don't like her because she keep watching me and she laughing. I don't know who the hell is, but I told her.
I want you to ask if she's aware that I'm present right
Are
now.
you aware that he is present right now? It's this thing that she does with her body, like,
I know.
And what, bitch?
Don't get overwhelmed. Relax. You're by yourself right now. One step at a time. Ask if she's familiar with myself. Does she know someone else is here?
She just shaking her head, yeah.
And I want you to ask her, does she know me personally?
Do you know Q personally? Why you don't got nothing to say?
Ask her, would it be wise to ignore a person like me?
Would it be wise to ignore a person like me? Somebody just got up and left.
I want you to clap. And that should bring them back. Sound is the creator.
No, it's the same bitch. It's her. She just got up and left.
Are you speaking with the energy of Lilith?
Who are you?
Does it identify itself as the energy or entity known as Lilith?
She just laughing. I don't know.
And I want you to ask her, does it make her happy that you don't know who she is?
She's laughing again. Why won't she use words and talk?
Ask if she's intimidated by you.
Are you intimidated by me?
Does your presence make her uncomfortable?
No, she's shaking her head no, but you're not saying it.
Well, then what the fuck? She ain't saying nothing. It sounds like intimidation. It sounds like a scary ass person who don't want to speak. And at the end of the day, does she want me to make her speak? I can make her uncomfortable. Why would she want me to do this? See, here's the thing. She knows who the fuck I am, and I know who the fuck she is. So why would she want to do this?
Q, something is happening. It's cell doors closing, slamming. Cell doors are closing, slamming. Oh, what is this? What's happening? Something is. They're leaving. Y'all bitches scaring me. Y'all scared and grounded. I know this. Who is these motherfuckers? Who are they? Why are they closing cell doors? They're not closing cell doors on me. They're closing cell doors on them. What's that? Not a sound, not a word. Nobody saying shit.
I want you to find that light within yourself. It's important. I need you to find that light within yourself. It's a light. And not only is it within yourself, you can project that light outside of yourself.
Oh, they hiding because I'm justice. Who's this telling me that? Is that my grandmother? Okay.
I want you to ask whoever considers themselves the representation or the voice of all the spirits within you. Come forward. Don't hide.
Come through.
If you're the voice, be heard.
It's white light behind me, behind this couch, and I feel energy of elders, and they're saying they're not going to say nothing. They're scared of you because you are the justice. So they lock themselves up.
We ain't got time for that.
I know.
So I want you to let them know that today is not their time to be judged.
Yeah, I'm not trying to judge nobody. I just want to know what your position is.
Today is information, not judgment. Information.
Okay, somebody from the cell is saying no, she's lying. I'm not lying. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. I have no idea what's going on, so how can I be lying to you?
Would they consider me a liar? Am I a liar? Am I here to judge y'all, or am I here to allow y'all to communicate? Ask about me.
What is Q's position? Why y'all laughing now? What the fuck? Maybe me and you, Q, should not be together. Maybe me and you are scaring them. If there's a
I bet they fucking scared. Like, what?
But why? Because I am so at the infantile stage of my knowing.
Ask them. Ask them why they're so intimidated about it.
Why are you so intimidated? Why? This is all a game, right? This is a matrix, right? So what's going on? This supposed Lilith character, whatever you are, you're a clown because you still ain't say shit.
Man, she's supposed to be intimidated. She's supposed to be something people are scared of. Ask her what she's supposed to. Were you supposed to be scared of her? Like, was that supposed to be your reality?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's what she thought. I told her before when I went under that it's not going to happen. And it's this gesture that I do every time I go under where I hit my chest. And it's like war. I don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah. This has everything to do with the Yeti. This has everything to do with a Kong. Godzilla. Not Godzilla, a Kong. We are Lumerians. I want you to understand that. Like, do you know what it means to be a Lumerian?
No, I don't know any of this stuff.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, how can I
I want you to ask Lilith, does she consider herself a Lumerian or an Atlantean?
Not an Atlantean.
She says she's not an Atlantean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she would consider herself a Lumerian with you, right?
She just rolled her eyes at you, so I don't know what that means.
Okay, she knows where I'm going with this. But it's okay, I'll let you know since she don't want to talk about it. So she's considered a Lumerian like you, which she is. Well, there was only one voice that was heard during the time of Lemuria. Multiple people cannot speak. Only one voice can be heard at a time. So I said that you represented that voice, not her. She didn't represent that voice. No. I said you represented that voice. And you representing that voice put you into a certain position to be heard. She didn't like that she wasn't heard. She didn't like that she wasn't in a position where no one wanted to hear her. So do you know what she does? She creates war on you.
Yo, she just kicked this chair. Whatever you just said is true, because she just kicked the chair. Yo, she mad as shit. Okay, bitch.
Worry about her chair. She knows what's up. She understands what's up. Jealousy goes beyond life.
This is crazy.
Still being harbored in death. bitch, you ain't even here right now.
Wow.
You ain't even here right now. And even if you possess a body, you're not here right now. I'm here, bitch. 10 toes down. Wakening myself up. Who wakes you up, Lily? Who wakes you up? I mean, I know you like to put everybody to sleep, but who wakes you up? How are we supposed to be intimidated by entities that can't do what we do? We show up and show out every day. Why are we supposed to be concerned with them? They don't show up, but don't show up. They hide and lock themselves up. What they do at the beginning of the session, they hit and lock themselves up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we supposed to be scared of this? We supposed to serve this? What are we supposed to do with that? Ask them. What are we supposed to do with this?
I would just like to see what the challenge is, because I don't understand how. That's I'm talking to them. I'm talking to them. I'm just trying to figure out how somebody so small, entity so small, you scared to talk in front of me. You so small, but I fell for this bullshit. How? It had to be me just taking a nap.
It was when you realize that your child is in distress, and instead of you acknowledging you potentially the reason for this distress, you just act like everything's fucking perfect. And that ain't true. It's not. Everything is not fucking perfect. You're sleeping is applying that you are comfortable enough to rest. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. We ain't that comfortable to rest no more. It's not that comfortable no more. It's not. Things gotta change. And if they're ready for these things to change, well then great. We can start affecting some type of change. Why don't you ask Lilith, does she want to reset? Maybe we can start this over again.
She said no.
Okay. So
but not with her, not words, just shaking her head.
Yeah, so she wants to continue with me exposing her ass. That's what she wants. Instead of you and her talking and potentially getting in a better relationship. She just wants me to continue exposing her weakness and exposing her insanity. That's what she wants. Like, I didn't say she got to reset your relationship. I understand she's mad at you.
Yeah, her whole body language is trifling. Like, I can't work with that.
No, hold on. How about I ask this question? Why she got attitude?
Why you got attitude, yeah?
But hold on. I made you think of that. You didn't think of that yourself. So, of course, you're going to have an attitude. Bitch, do you know what you did to me? Like, that's what she's like. She's at right now. Like, what? Do you even know what you've done to me? To sit here and have a fucking attitude. Do you know what you've done to me? You gotta understand, we are accountable for things. People don't just behave with attitudes. Something happened. Something happened.
She said something. She said she's tired of sitting here and what else? She tired of sitting here. She tired of sitting here. What the fuck did that mean? She said she tired of sitting here.
Okay. So she's trapped. So is she telling you right now that I am trapped?
It repeats.
So then she has to say, I am trapped, so that we can do something about it.
I am trapped, help me.
Now, would she consider herself trapped by something that she created, something that you've created, something that you and her both created?
I don't know. She's holding her head screaming. I don't know.
Okay.
So that seems madness. Madness is what I'm picking up.
Could this have to do with an entity or an energy I often refer to as Franklin. If she having issues with an entity or an energy, I can refer to as Franklin.
No.
So is she dealing with something that is a part of that or outside of that?
Outside, she said. Outside. She's talking now.
Yeah. I got it. And could this then have to do with the relationship between you and her?
Yes.
Okay, and then could the relationship between you and her ultimately affect the relationship that she has with Great Mother?
She trying to figure that out.
And could it potentially be Great Mother that has kind of capped her or held her back?
Now she put her shoulders up. I don't know. That gesture.
So that's what she's trying to discover. What is keeping her stuck in the first place? Now, before we move forward to try to discover more about this experience, we want to figure out what happened between you and her. So you and her don't have the best relationship. Why? What happened?
It's like air. I don't know what that means.
Okay. So, air usually associates with communication. So, was there a time that you and her had complications communicating?
You know, I can't place this person anywhere in my lives that I remember. I don't know her. And she's, whenever you say, when it comes to me and her, she keep putting her hands up like I don't know. But she don't like me. She hate me. She likes me to fail.
She might not know why she hates you. So why don't you ask her that? Does she even know where the feeling stems from, or she just has the feeling?
And she threw her arms up again and made a nasty face.
Look, she don't even know. She don't even know. I want you to ask her, did you and her ever have complications with a man?
Did I take your man from you?
Oh shit.
Who?
You gonna jump right to that?
Yeah, I don't play games. I go straight to the point. So yeah, this is some kind of story of I took somebody man from them, and she can't understand why he chose me. And
I want you to ask.
Oh, you mad? Oh, that's what this bitch. This about a nigga? This about a man? Are you kidding me? What's that? What's the other bitch? The Oratio. What's that? See, now my memory's coming back. That's what that is. About a nigga? See, I don't have time for this. I'm on a mission. I'm not going through this for no dude. This is the same in my current reality.
Oh, God damn. Oh, man. I know she's fucking up your current reality. Your current reality is fucked because she constantly tried to keep you in yesterday. Oh, man.
These bitches. I don't even care about y'all men like that. If you think this is stupid. This can't be what's holding me back in my fucking life.
Crazy. This is exactly what's holding you back in your life. Well, it's not funny, but it is funny because people don't understand this. This ain't no joke. Okay. Why don't you slow down and figure out who this man was? Alright, hold on. Why don't you ask Lilith, who does she consider you? Does she consider you like a daughter?
Yeah. Who the fuck is that?
She considers herself Yemaya.
Yeah, who?
Yemaya. So then would your energy be the energy of Oshun?
I don't know who Oshun is. That's what Beyonce dressed up as, right?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Would you be the energy of
Are you Oshun?
You.
Me?
Yeah, she's Yin and Ya. When you have
No, she said that I was Yin and Ya.
That's what I thought. All right, now this makes sense. As Yamanya or Mama, she wanted to take your position or your role, but she Oshun. But yet Yin and Ya is supposed to represent the ocean or waters.
The
Don't
ocean.
lie out here.
Oh.
She taking out her name, Oshun. That ain't even you. I represent the waters. Yin and Ya represents the waters. Bitch, I bring in childbirth. You the one still bringing in life now, not her. So how the fuck could she be the ocean?
She sent the agent. Motherfucker.
She sends hella agents.
Hold up. Oh my God. Clarity is all I ask for. Oh my God. If I told you my story with my husband, his ex-wife, and their kids, you wouldn't believe me. It is...
No, I believe it. I know how this works. Ask her if I know her story. Ask her if I know who the fuck I'm dealing with.
Why she keep kicking the chairs? What's up with the kicking of the chairs?
Like
you acting like a fucking kid.
She had like an angry white boy. Like a little angry white kid. We don't be stressing about her though. We know that she has some mental issues, and we take our time with her. So she's lucky that we're willing to take our time with her.
Do you want your man back?
It ain't about that. Fuck that nigga. He don't want none of y'all. It's deeper than that. Like, it's deeper than that. He has become tainted. He's a whole... Put it like this. Ask her the man that she quote unquote stole her from. Does he even want her now?
She said he don't want me. She said that before you asked that question.
Yeah, he don't want none of y'all. He's a fucking tyrant. He's like a war god now that lost his fucking mind. So how about that? So how we gonna deal with that? How we gonna deal with the motherfucker who's lost his mind? Fuck y'all issues. What about him? Y'all done made this man crazy. Which now is creating a whole complication and ripping the solar system.
Listen, chick.
Fucking jealousy of sisters.
I ain't jealous of no females. I don't want no females to be jealous of me. This is so stupid for this to be on the etherical side. Or however you say that word. This is crazy.
After how many years has this affected this universe? Ask her.
So she's laughing and said, yeah, I did that too. So in the past life when my current husband killed me, in the past life, my current husband killed me.
Yep.
So she's laughing and said, yeah, I made him do that too.
Yeah,
so I got it.
She into all that. But guess what? What happens when you get back in your position of power?
That's a lot.
What happens, Lilith, when you wake the fuck up?
What will happen? So Lilith is Oshun?
Mm-hmm. Your jealous sister who left the star systems first because she had an attitude with how they were treating you. She went to her own space.
This is crazy.
Created her own system. Created a man named Adapu after fucking a wolf or a sheep or a goat. There's a couple of different analogies on what it was. She then created this human construct. This human construct then was with her for an elongated period of time. And then they had a child. And of course she needed this child to have a consciousness. So she chose to put the consciousness of her sister inside of this child, you. And then you know what she does? She thinks that she can make both these entities her slave. And she makes them kind of become a workforce for her in a sense. And them being her servants, they became connected and subtle. You know, she was making them both fucking struggle. So because she made them both struggle, they ended up falling in love with each other based on that. And this is the whole concept of Adam and Eve, where Adam no longer wanted to be with Lilith anymore. So he decided to separate himself from her, and that created a whole conflict. Oh, was she jealous? Ask her, did she get jealous of her sister that she birthed?
So how old is Lilith? Because she's having a temper tantrum like a child. Maybe you shouldn't have told me this.
She old as fuck. She old as fuck. She older than you. In this kind of incarnation. Now, once you wake the fuck up, I won't say she's older than you. But right now, she's older than you based on her awareness.
Well, I guess everybody's the same because she's acting like a little bitch right now, having a temper tantrum. So I was going to put those pieces together regardless, and she just knew. She knew it.
Yeah, what do you think? Okay, ask how she felt when you listening to me. I mean, she had to know that was inevitable. She probably pissed that you listened to me.
Well, she's turning her back to me now. So is the conversation over?
Conversation's over when you ready for it to be over. Fuck this girl. I'll let you know that.
Well, she's already shown me that she has no value, no importance, and she's beneath me. So I'm done with her.
Damn, Lilith. Whoa. Did you hear that? Oh my god.
I'm done with you. What's the next nigga in my way?
Oh man, so like you don't even want to fuck with her. Like,
no, I'm good.
What I try to do is I try to establish a relationship between these spirits and the client. But you got every right to tell her to kick rocks. That's how you feel.
I don't have time for that. That's like really played out. I'm not going to be going through karmic issues and bloodline curses because of a fucking dude. Grow up. If she's older than me, if she's ancient, she need to move on and do something else. Now, I got some issues with money. The next motherfucker blocking my pockets, step forward.
That's the god of money.
I believe that I had placed a thing on my spirit, my soul, because I had so much money and I kept getting killed from different husbands because they wanted my money. So I said I didn't want to have no money in this life until I got my husband, so I knew he was with me for me and not my money. I know that I did that. I know that's a curse I put on myself. But I done had this damn husband for the last decade now. Where the money at? It's like,
I got money for it. Not have this conversation with me. Have this conversation with him. We're now calling for the god of money.
He said, "What's up?"
And I want you to ask, is he familiar with myself?
My husband would laugh at me if he heard what this dude just said.
What is that?
He said, "Yeah, you know what's up. You know you did this shit." Nigga, and not remembering it.
And that's what makes you go. That's what makes you special.
Shit.
Because ain't nobody can have power over it. As long as you know what the fuck you tapping into, what you were accessing, what you were seeing.
All right, nigga, I changed my mind.
So that's a contract.
Come on, let's redo this contract. Sit next to me.
We gotta give you your contract back, and we're gonna establish
a
relationship. We no longer want to have a relationship with this entity or being based on force. Meaning that if you were forced into that way of thinking because of all the times you've been killed, then you were kind of forced into that idea, forced into that role. And you're no longer letting things dominate you outside of you like that. Fuck that force. You ain't even gonna put yourself into a position to get killed like that. And honestly, a lot of the times you died in your past was just based on you having love for some of these individuals and you willing to sacrifice yourself on the betterment of them. But guess what? Fuck all that now.
Yeah, I'm there.
That shit holds weight no more. You awake and you being here and present is what matters now. So we don't need no more contracts that represent force. But guess what, my dude? You are money. So clearly, I need to have a relationship with you. It's not like I need to have a relationship with you based on force that I don't need. But what I do need is for us to potentially start a better relationship, potentially on will. And ooh, don't you want to be a part of this goddess will? Don't you want to be a part of this divine will? Money, you'd be a fool not to want to be a part of this divinity.
Wow, that's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, he gave it back to me.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
It was white rolled up with a red ribbon on it.
I'm trying to be a part of your divinity. What you mean? What you mean? I'm here trying to help you get back to you. Shit, I'm trying to be right in the storyline with you. I'm trying to be a character. God damn it, don't forget me. All right. Now we understanding where we at with this. Now going back to Lilith. If Lilith ain't slick a little bit, she still have my contracts. I know you have a little attitude and things like that, but we're no longer allowing these contracts to represent this restriction. So give me back my contracts. Thank you.
Why are you crying, Lilith? What's that?
Because you about to separate yourself from her and she loves you, and at the end of the day, she didn't want to tell you that. Because she's a bitch.
Oh, I'm so sad. Yeah, all right, whatever. Next. What's the next thing I need to work on? I need to find out what that was.
I want you to understand that you have to work on her relationship, but you don't have to do it today. You know how it's like, okay, imagine if I found out that this motherfucker killed someone that I love. Do I gotta forgive him today? Do I have to go sit down and have a conversation with him today? Fuck no. I just found this information out. I'm not happy about this. But let me digest it, let me process it, and then maybe I'll come back and sit down with you, killer. Maybe I'll be in a good enough mental state to figure out where your head was when it came to these things. But at this moment, I'm not comfortable with going to that point. Because I'm mad, I'm pissed. You just fucked my life over several times. So, no, I'm not comfortable with having that advanced conversation of how we can be sisters and fix this shit. No.
I'm sitting here, I'm getting, my ancestors are showing me an incident that I negotiated a few years ago. One of my girlfriends was paralyzed at 15 years old from her boyfriend shooting her in the back. He went to jail for 10 years and then got out. And he said it was an accident. He wanted to apologize to her and she wouldn't do it. But I ended up convincing her to have this conversation with him. And they end up talking and she forgave him. And it worked out. And I think they're showing me this meetup that I set up for healing. So I could, yeah. Cause I'm a type of person, if I see you're not benefiting me, I have no use for you. So I would never go back to Lilith at all. I don't care. But I think they're showing me this to let me know that I need to address it.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and force you to acknowledge that, and nor is she being helpful at me being able to articulate that position because she's being salty. But nevertheless, I want you to sit and look at her and say, if there was a time that we started working on a willing relationship and not a forced relationship, would you be on that same page with me?
I think I got some more work to do, Q, because she just said
it's not today. It's not today. It's you're asking a simple question.
Okay.
If there was a time, whether that's past or future, if there is or was a time that we don't have to operate out of force, but we can be operating out of each other's will, would that be something you would want to look into in the future?
She said she's sorry. She told me she's sorry. She wants to be sisters again. And I want to say, cool, I forgive you. But then I remembered...
That's lying.
No, that's what I'm trying to say to you. my actual sister here did that to me too. She did something really egregious to me, and she came to me 10 years later and she's begging me for forgiveness, and she said, I can't live with myself for what I did, and I'm so sorry. I only did it because, you know, I had to be obedient to mommy, and mommy wanted me to do this, and I didn't believe her, but I forgave her. So I don't believe Lilith right now. I think she's caught. I know what's going on. I have my memory now, and I think she's trying to play me. I don't trust her, just like I don't trust my sister.
Well, you have to tell Lilith that she put herself into a position where she has been looked at as a liar. Lilith, lie, Lilith, lie. You know, your fucking name represents a lie. So you're going to have to start operating from a different capacity. At the end of the day, if you really want to take on the position of Ocean or Ocean, well then, God damn it, start moving your body the right way. Because you are a body of water. And water often represents emotions. So you are a body of emotions. But unfortunately, she's allowing her own body to drown her. What?
And she can't take me down with her.
That's someone who don't know how to swim. You letting your own body drown you. The fuck, you know how you get your body right. That's something you need to work on as well. That's something you need to work on as well. And she's potentially preventing you from learning how to swim. These are all of these things that I'm talking about. These are all a part of these relationships that are potentially holding us back. You need to be in that water because that water is going to activate memories that you clearly can access.
Yeah, I know.
But if she keeps presenting the fears of that timeline, you ain't going to be comfortable in that water. Tell her to stop. Tell her she's going to have to start taking the first steps first. If she thinks that it's going to get better over here.
You know what to do if you want change. It's that simple. You know me. You've been fucking with me long enough. I'm all about action.
And right now, I want you to ask her for those contracts back.
She gave them back. She gave them back to me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a big action. I want you to understand that. That ain't no joke. This contract, basically think of it like this. This contract makes sure that I get to be a staple in your life.
Ooh, what's happening? Hold up. So the cell doors are open and all of these people coming out with contracts in their hands, throwing them at me on the floor and running back in. What the fuck was that?
Well,
and who was all of those people?
We don't have time today to talk to all these people, but you have existed
for so many lives, right?
Yes. You have many spirits in your institution. In your institution.
Right.
Remember that. They're in your institution. So, once you have all those contracts, we're going to now transmute these contracts. And we're going to transmute these contracts to what we call the Great Transmuter. The Great Transmuter? What's that? Well, fire. Fire is often the Great Transmuter. And we're going to use the power of fire to be able to transmute these contracts. So right now, I want you to call forward the energy of the blue flame. Now this bluish, purplish flame should appear right there in front of you. And if, or when you see that flame, I want you to say, I got it.
I got it.
Right now, I want you to place all those contracts inside of that flame. Allowing all those contracts to get reduced to ashes. And then when you have the ashes of those contracts, I want you to say, I got it.
It's a lot. Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right now, with that light, like before, that golden light, I want you to spread that light throughout your body and specifically to your hands. And when your hands are illuminated with this light, I want you to say, I got it.
Okay, so my hands are not light. They're blue. It's blue energy coming out of them.
Yep, that works. And I want you to start compressing those ashes. And I want you to compress those ashes until those ashes get tight, like a gem, tight like a stone. right? Like a jewel. When you have that gemstone, that jewel, I want you to say, I got it.
I got it.
All right? Now, directly above you, this whole time, surprisingly, has been your crown chakra, or some will refer to as a crown. And right there above your head, this crown exists, and I want you to grab this crown, and I want you to pull this crown down. And I want you to come inspect this crown, view this crown, and then combine the jewel with that crown. And I then want you to place that jewel on your head in combination with that crown. Add that crown and that jewel as one.
It's connected to the back of the crown?
Yes. And I want you to place that on your head, feeling the weight of this crown. Feeling what comes with this crown. This freedom. This sovereignty. No longer being bonded, tied down, or held back by any energies or entities that are not there for the betterment of you. I want you to embrace that crown, engulf that crown. Hold in. And feel the weight of that crown. I want you to say, I got it.
I got it.
And I want you now to truly embrace, truly accept your position with this crown. I want you then to give thanks to all the energies that came forward, mean and not mean, assholes and not assholes, good and bad, doesn't matter. You're still going to give thanks and appreciation. These entities did show up, these entities did come forward.
Done.
I want you then to take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. You can open up your eyes whenever you feel ready.
All right.
Now, I'm just being honest with you. Definitely think you want to go back in that thing one more time, and you're like, there's some shit up in your subconscious, boy. God damn. There's some shit up in that subconscious.
Damn, Q. I thought I was categorizing that shit properly.
You was great. You don't even know these stories. I do. So I'm laughing because I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, I probably should have paid attention more.
Nah, fuck all that. You did great. Like, at the end of the day, you don't got time to go backwards. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. And let her know that she about to get the best of you. I mean, do you know how many women are going through this? Do you know how many women are possessed by women?
She looks miserable.
What are you telling? I'm doing this to help her simple ass out. Because you want me to tell you something interesting?
Go ahead.
Guess who the man was?
Who?
Me.
That she was jealous of? When he went to another woman?
Yeah.
That's your energy, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she keep on kicking the chair and turning her face to you.
Yeah. She ain't in the happiest point when it comes to me. But yeah, I mean, it's her fault. Because when I first came into this, and I never even understood about Lilith or any of that stuff, I just kept hearing, it kept having like this spirit acting like it fucking owned me. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was talking to this girl in Washington, D.C. She becoming possessed by like a spirit. The spirit be like, you know me. Don't act like you don't know me. You know me. And you're mine. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, okay. I ain't no motherfucker. I ain't even myself. Let alone you motherfucker, like, no. And, like, I wanted to know what that was. Like, what is that? I never heard no Lilith. I never, like, the thing is, I am new in spirituality, quote unquote. I know a lot of shit because I'm observant and I pay attention. Right. But I wasn't talking spirituality in 2015. I wasn't talking spirituality in 2016. I wasn't talking spirituality in 2017. I want you to understand, a lot of these motherfuckers have been on this shit way before me. Right. So I was still on some, like, exploration shit. Like, that's really why I joined in a spiritual community, because I was interested in understanding some of the things that I was exploring. And they couldn't give me no fucking answers. They suck. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to have to just learn this shit myself. So when I first got into subconscious work and realizing that the subconscious is talking to you all the time, I kind of came to the conclusion that there was this entity, this feminine succubus, this feminine fucking angry spirit, talking about I'm her property. And I'm like, what? What's going on? I'm talking about, well, I'm what? What do you think I am? And she was like, you're my property. Oh, okay. Well, good luck with that. So actually what happened was, I had a client who, this white boy, had a friend. He was like, can you help my friend? She's possessed. I was like, okay, sure. So when I put her under, I find out she's possessed by a fucking dinosaur. I know that sounds crazy, a dinosaur. But a dinosaur, yes. And he would never be killed during that time. And it was really having difficulty inside of her body. Because he was self-destructive. He was fucking her up. So I ended up having to talk to this spirit. And after talking to this spirit, I ended up speaking to Lilith. And Lilith ended up coming through this client and was like, Q, you don't know what you're doing, like, stop, boom, 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 boom. So instead of, like, being scared of that, I kind of, like, started asking it more questions. And then that's when I found out it considers itself an overlord to me. I would trick it into answering all kind of questions. Q, you know we control reality through the dream world. All the shit that I felt, I thought I was feeling, she said that shit out her fucking mouth. So I was like, oh wow, okay. So then when I started doing regressive therapy on a client and realized all these people are going through the same shit, which is me on the side of it, I said, oh man. So I think of it like this.
When it comes to the soul, you said? The soul?
Yeah, when it comes to the story. So
oh, the stories. Okay.
Possesses white people. So white people do anything Lilith says. That's how that works. But Lilith cannot possess us. Lilith can distract us. So that's the difference. She uses us as a means of distraction, and she uses white folks as a stronger means of distraction. Okay. So white people aren't really born through the same timeline because they're not born of Eve. So the story goes, Lilith was the first one in the garden. She gave birth to Adam. They fucked. They gave birth to Eve. Adam, they were like, why don't I be with you, old bitch? There's a new one. It's Eve. You know, why don't I be with your old ass? Menopause and everything. So, boom. So shit on Eve. Eve becomes the progenitor of all the black species because she's considered the first black woman. This black woman was then cursed. According to the Bible, anything that anytime you give birth, you go through labor pains. That was not what the Bible translated. The real words was anything you birth will go through pain. So that's a whole people, that's a whole species. That's been going through pain since that moment. It's because she put that curse on them. It's a witch's curse. She's saying that I'm going to curse your people. And your people are always going to go struggle because of me.
Mm.
And I'm seeing that in my people. I've done 700 regressions. Yeah, this ain't no joke. So when you tap into these things and you see these things, this ain't no joke. This is actually happening lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And imagine if you fought so hard to put yourself into a position and then that position still doesn't give you what you thought you were going to get out of it. You're going to be even more disappointed within yourself. So Lilith is really, really lost. Really, really lost. And she's going to need the help and the assistance of her mother, her sister, whatever you want to call it. But she has to work on herself first because she's very manipulative and she doesn't allow herself to process things that could potentially help her further than hurt her. Because it seems like she likes to keep putting herself in positions that hurt her. But look, I say process everything you experienced and definitely 60 days, 90 days from now, go back in here so you can, update. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Okay?
I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you. I'm here if you need me. Any questions, comments, concerns, you can email me or text this phone.
Okay. Thanks, Q.
Have a lovely... No, my pleasure.
Oh, wait, Q, I do have a question. Can you send me your pop-out single? Because that's what I get ready for in the morning. Yeah, because I'm driving my husband crazy because I keep playing your part on it, but you keep talking. So I just need the whole track.
Then I pop up outside. I lost my damn mind.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah, okay. I got you. I'll send it to you.
All right, thanks.
All
right, talk to you.
Bye.
Damn, I hung up on him too. What is wrong with me? I hang up on everybody. Okay.